Good morning, everybody. Hello, this is our first edition, our first book talk, and we are talking about Waiting for the Magic by Patricia MacLachlan. It's good to see everybody here this morning. I'm so glad you guys came out to talk about this wonderful, wonderful book. Let's go ahead and start introducing ourselves. Say your first name and your teacher's name, please. And we're going to start at this end. So somebody pass her a mic. There you go.
My name is Ainsley, and I'm in Miss Bird's class.
Does that work yet?
My name is Nicholas, and I'm in Miss Dillon's class.
My name is Trefon, and I'm in Miss Whitmore's class.
My name is Caroline, and I'm in Miss Giddings' class.
My name is Dominic, and I'm in Mrs. Edwards' class.
My name is Garrett, and I'm in Miss Ferris's class.
My name is Josh, and I'm in Miss Edwards' class.
My name is Kiesha, and I'm in Miss Edwards' class.
I am Erica, and I'm in Miss Edwards' class.
My name is Jack, and I'm in Miss Allen's class.
I'm Lindsay, and I'm in Miss Edwards' class.
I'm Maddie, and I'm in Miss Edwards' class.
I'm Britton, and I'm in Miss Coker's class.
I'm Kylie, and I'm in Miss Coker's class.
I'm Sadie, and I'm in Miss Coker's class.
I'm Michaela, and I'm in Miss Bird's class.
I'm Michael, and I'm in Miss Coker's class.
I'm Emily, and I'm in Miss Edwards' class.
I'm Baylor, and I'm in Miss Edwards' class.
I'm Libby, and I'm in Miss Whitley's class.
I'm Joy, and I'm in Miss Giddings' class.
Did everybody introduce themselves?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Before we start, I want to do a special shout out to my friends who could not be here today because they're too busy doing academic stuff. Way to go. So hopefully you can come attend the next one. Okay, our book, Waiting for the Magic, is a Sunshine State young reader's book. And I would like for somebody to do a summary on this book. If you can give a good summary on this book, what it was about, raise your hand. Trefon?
The book was about a kid named William and another one named Eleanor, and William and Eleanor missed their father, but Eleanor didn't believe in magic, and William didn't until he could hear the dogs talk, but Eleanor could hear the dogs talk the whole time. And then everyone else kept hearing the dogs talk.
Okay, so William, what grade was William in?
Fifth grade, I think.
Fifth grade? Fifth grade?
He was starting
Fifth grade. Starting fifth grade. Okay, and his sister Eleanor, how old was she?
She was starting preschool.
She was like 4 years old?
Yes.
Okay, and this family had a problem at the beginning of the story. What was the problem?
Their father went away, and William was angry at his father.
Yes, his father went away for a little bit. How did the mom cope with that situation? How did the mom cope with it, Ainsley?
She got 4 dogs in a cat.
Yes, and where did they get those? Where did?
Are we supposed to say the answer again, Ainsley?
They got 4 dogs and a cat
Yes. And where did they get those 4 dogs and a cat?
from the pound.
From the pound, from the animal shelter, yes. So, somebody take up the story from there. What happened after they got those dogs home? Yes, ma'am.
After they got the dogs home, Eleanor first starts talking to them, and William just thinks Eleanor is acting up, is goofing up and acting strange.
Okay. There's something I wanted to read to you guys at the beginning of the dedications page. It says, "Here are the ones who know magic, the young, the old, the brave, the honest, and the joyful. So my question to you is, do you believe in magic? Raise your hand if you believe in magic. Okay, let's have some responses. Why do you believe in magic?
The reason I believe in magic is because animals they could like have a way talking. They could have a way talking to each other instead of just barking, but you don't really realize it.
Okay, so do you understand your dog when he talks to you?
No,
No.
but I'm just saying they could like maybe they could one day they could just start talking.
Okay, pass the mic down. Let's get another response.
Well, I believe in magic because things might happen that you don't even know it's gonna happen. And what Dominic said, I can always hear my dogs talk like every single day. You go like, whoa, whoa, like that.
Okay. One more response.
I can hear my guinea pig talk because he likes to squeal and he likes food.
Okay. Let's do some text to self connections. Who has an animal at home? Okay. Go ahead and pass the mic. And what kind of animal do you have?
I have a dog named Tipper, and she's 2 years older than me.
Who else has a pet? At the end, Matt, is it Michaela? Okay, so a lot of us have pets. What's your connection with your pet? And one of the questions on the study guide was, do you have a family member that kind of tends to lean to a family pet a little bit more? Think about in the story, who was connecting with which pet? Let's go, let's see. Garrett.
The mom.
Wait, you need a microphone, sweetie.
Can you pass that one here? There we go. What were we going to do?
The Eleanor was very good friends with Lula, and the dad was very good friends with Scooter. The mom was very good friends with Neo, and William was very good friends with I forgot his name. Benny and Biddy.
And what was their connection? How do you think the pets helped that family member get through this little family crisis that was occurring? Dominic? You need a microphone right behind you.
The dogs they help. The reason how they helped the family was
Did you lose your train of thought?
yeah.
Okay.
They helped them get together, and they also helped them forgive their dad, because once they had like three dogs. I mean, yeah, 4 dogs and 1 cat. Things in the house just started settling down, and they stopped getting angry.
That's right. Anybody else have another comment about how the animals helped each family member get through? Caroline?
They started talking to each other, and that made them connect more.
That's right, they did. And were there any words that they weren't supposed to say? Were there any forbidden words? Erica? Will it reach? There we go. Oh,
Well, the mom kept on saying bad words in front of Eleanor, like stupid and fat, and she said, those are bad words.
and what were they doing to do the words? Baylor, once they said the words, what was happening?
It's because I think William's father was calling his mom, and then right after the phone call, she said, "Eleanor, get your bad words list." I was like, "Oh, you know, a lot of bad words there."
There were some bad words. I mean, not too bad a word, just the mean. Yeah. I mean, yeah, forbidden words. We won't say bad words. Who was the first one? What was going on with William and Eleanor's mom? What was sort of the crisis that was going on, the issue that was going on? Go ahead. Tell me your name again. Kylie. Sorry, Kylie.
I think she was having a baby and
She
the
was-
dad was away.
The dad went away a little bit. How do you think that made the mom feel right at that time? Kiesia?
I think it made the mom feel mad because she was like crying, and William was getting mad at his dad, and he didn't want to see his mom cry. So
Now, William's dad was not a bad guy when he went away, but there was, I'm thinking of a certain way to describe the dad. What was the dad doing when he went away? Why did he go away? Emily?
Well, he went away to write.
Mm-hmm. He was writing, Libby? How can you add to
He
that?
wanted to find magic.
Find himself, find magic. So we just want to make sure the audience is clear on why Dad went away. He's kind of one of those artsy English kind of people, just needed to get away and write. Now, when he was away and he came back, what was the relationship with the animals, Lindsay?
So I don't think the animals were too sure about him at first. But yeah.
But they weren't, because they were doing what? Why weren't they too sure about him? They were there to help who?
Well, their mom and the family. And yeah. Since they were guarding their mom.
Exactly.
And really not letting him get off the couch.
Very protective of the family, weren't they? Very good. All right.
Yes. Okay. Who was your favorite character in the story and why?
I like Eleanor because she was funny in the story because she said when the mom had the baby, she wanted to name him Weenie Watson, and it was funny to me.
Okay. Let's get this young man back here.
I thought my favorite character was Neo because I just really like small animals. So.
Was Neo small? No. Which one was small? Biddy, yes. Dominic?
I liked Lula because Lula and Eleanor they just really got along, and Eleanor would put dresses on Lula.
Okay, okay. How about the young man next to you, Trevon? In the blue? Nicholas.
Thank you.
I like William because he's mostly regular.
Say that one more time. Trevon, right in the microphone. Thank you for sharing.
I like William because he's mostly regular.
Mostly regular. The most normal person in the book, you think?
Who was that again?
William. He thought
William.
was
Okay.
the most normal.
Okay. How about you?
I liked Eleanor also the best because she kept on putting like little dresses on Lula and like putting her in like a fancy kind of like cushion chair. And also what Kiesia said when the mama was having a baby. How about we name him Weenie Watson?
Okay. Let me ask you another question. Do you guys remember Marvelous Murphy?
Yes.
Okay. Who can describe Marvelous Murphy for me? How about you in the back?
The dogs thought she was kind of weird.
And who was she?
She was the mom's friend.
Okay. Describe her for us. How is she weird?
Well, well, I don't know how to explain
Who
it.
can help her out? Okay. How about you? Microphone.
Well, whenever the baby was born, she tried to write a poem for him, and it didn't turn out so good. It was probably the worst poem that I've ever heard.
Okay. One more comment. How about Trifon?
I think Marvelous Murphy was weird because she kept getting along with Eleanor, and she's a grown-up and Eleanor is a 4-year-old.
Okay. How about the dad? How about the dad? What did he do when he got back? Because he did get back. What did he do when he got back that was so cool? What was his role in the family? Michael.
He started to write poems about the dogs, I think, and they were like really sweet, and I thought they were like really, really good.
Okay. And one poem in particular he wrote. Do you remember the name of it?
No.
Okay. Who remembers the name? Jack.
Lindsay, can you
Microphone.
I think it was the dogs that made the name, wasn't it? Eyes.
Yes. It was called Eyes.
All right, so how many of you would recommend this book to a friend? All right, let's see. Who has not given an answer yet? Anybody? Raise your hand if you haven't given it. Britton, why would you recommend this book to a friend? Do you have a microphone over there?
Because this book, it's a really good book to read, and like it could grow your comprehension in reading, and also it's just because it's all about magic and animals, and they're both good things to read about. It's really good, and it's funny.
Very good. Now we're talking about this word magic, but what is the magic in the book? Who can explain maybe a couple of meanings of the magic in the book? Maddie? Use the microphone, sweetie.
The animals are actually talking to the family, and you don't normally hear that or hear that in a normal household.
Okay. Think about the relationships. What did the magic do for the relationships in the family? Caroline?
The talking animals really brought the family together and got along.
I think so. Do you feel that the ending was appropriate? Yeah. Was a good ending? Yeah. You're glad that they got back together and they had a baby. That's right. All right. Ms. Chrissy?
Yes, I wanted to read that poem to you because I think it's so important to this book. It's called Eyes. All your dark eyes are the beacons showing me who I am, who I love, where the magic is, and where I belong forever. And that was written by the dad. Who do you think the beacons were? What is he talking about when he said the beacons? Why is that important to him?
I think he was saying that it was the dogs who were the beacons to kind of join the family back together.
Exactly. Good answer. Okay. I heard a comment this morning from a young man who wanted to be on the book talk, and we got him here to be on the book talk, and he was so excited. He came up to the circulation desk, and I asked him if he had read the book, and he said yes, and he really wanted to be on the book talk. And he said that the book was so good. Garrett, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Okay.
I said that I wish that they added a little more about Scooter and about the baby, and I wish she wrote more books and like a series of the same books and about the same things.
A sequel. Maybe a sequel is coming. Maybe you could write a letter to the author and share that request with her. All right, now we have Miss Rockenstein here in the audience. Miss Rockenstein, did you get a chance to read the book?
I did read the book.
Why don't you go ahead and give us your take on what you took away from this book?
I really liked the book. I tend to read a lot of books about magic, and Patricia MacLachlan, Sarah Plain and Tall, was one of my favorite books when I was a little girl. And so I decided to read this book with some of my students. So I have some of my second graders here with me who read the book together. And we all really enjoyed the book, especially the magic of the talking dogs.
Now make sure you can take your AR tests on this book today.
I did.
I passed.
Okay, any last comments before we close this out? Because we want you guys to get back to class and continue with your learning. Last thoughts, yes.
This book, what I thought of this book, it was a really good book. It showed that there can actually be magic, and magic could actually exist.
Okay, pass it down to this young lady.
I think that this was the best book that I have ever read because because like it made me laugh like about Eleanor because she's like I think that she's a really like funny person, and I want them to make more like a sequel of this book.
Okay. Pass it next to you. Yes.
I think it really explains the magic of family and how they can get through crises with just a little miracle.
Excellent. Nice. Okay, pass it back.
I think that it was really funny when Eleanor said that, like when they were going to the animal shelter for the first time, and a car pulled out in front, and Eleanor yelled, "Go to your house, read a book, watch a movie." It was just so funny just to hear her bad word list and those words.
That was funny. Pass it down.
I thought it was a very funny book because a very magical book because the dogs would talk and bring the family more closer.
Okay. Pass it down.
I really like the book. It was really funny. Like the part where one of the dogs was like, "Chocolate, please," when the dog knew he couldn't have chocolate.
Any more last comments? Maddie? Microphone.
I really like the book because it's about magic, and I just love fantasy books. And I think that the author should make a whole series of with those same characters in them.
Okay. Well, we are out of time. I'm so sorry we didn't get to everybody's last comments. But stay tuned because our next book talk is going to be in December, and our book is going to be on the Wish Stealers. It's an absolutely fabulous book. So, thank you guys for coming out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and make sure you take those AR tests, okay?
Yeah.